Alright guys, this is the barbecue review from the Smokeout Bike Rally. Now, that is in Salisbury, North Carolina. This particular place is actually in Concord, North Carolina. Same area, different actual town name. But I was there after a long day of riding from Atlanta up to the area. So I'm tired, and you can tell. Alright, so we're up here at the Smokeout Rally. I say we, myself. And of course we had to find a barbecue place. So I looked and I found one that says True Eastern Carolina BBQ sauce. Vinegar based. So I'm excited. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so the first immediate letdown is I come here and I look at their sauces, and they have a sweet sauce. This is just ketchup. This is just a pizza hot sauce. And this says vinegar, but it's vinegar hot sauce, not vinegar barbecue sauce, which is what I was promised on their website. Now, I did ask her if they had others, and she brought me mustard, which you know I don't like. And then she brought me this, and I can't remember what she said this was, but it's not in the bottle. So I'm gonna try it and see, maybe this is the one I'm hoping for. Smells promising. I think this is a combination of sweet and vinegar hot. It definitely has a bite to it. So honestly, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed! Son of a bitch!
Just because I had high expectations based off of the website. I'll show you what it says. Little letdown. All right, well, let's give it a go. Let's evaluate it, see what we have. All right, so this is their sweet sauce.
You don't put the horns on the
Well, I can't get past the hot that I just had from the sample. It's smoky. And it's sweet. It's not bad. At least it's not KC Masterpiece. It's better than that. That's good. So as far as sweet sauces go, it's okay. It's all right. It's good. You know. This looks like pure vinegar. Probably with hot sauce in it. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna do it again. It is almost clear. It's vinegar with peppers in it. That's all it is. I, of course, like vinegar, but it's way too hot for me. I don't like peppery hot. I like the hot flavor, if that makes sense, the red flavor. But I don't like it to just be peppery hot, if that makes sense. I want to try to do a palate cleanser here.
Listen, if we could grow four-legged chickens, we could be leading the chicken house.
Are you still doing okay? Did you like either of them?
This seems like it's just a mixture of those two.
It might be. I'm not sure.
I looked on your website. I review barbecue restaurants. I looked on your website and it said, True Eastern Carolina vinegar-based sauce. Well, this is the only vinegar one you got.
Yeah.
Which is vinegar and hot, which isn't really, that makes it not true.
No, I agree. But we do have vinegar that's dipped on the barbecue before it goes out. But I think it's similar to that. It's just warmed. Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta be honest. You gotta give us an honest review.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so let's test this out.
You want to give it her? You want to give it her? And she threw it. And really just looked at it. And walked into the room.
It's still that. I still get the pepper in my mouth.
I had to promise her a treat to get her to come out of the bedroom.
It just, what hot sauce like that does is it just wrecks your palate. You know what I mean? Just makes it where it doesn't matter what anything tastes like from that point forward. That's very depressing. Trying to get rid of it here. Honestly, like I said, I think this is just a combination of the two sauces that they do have, which is exactly what I would have done because I'm not particularly fond of either one, so I would have mixed them. So that's what this is. It's still too hot. Too much pepper. Really wanted to be impressed. So let's break it down. Presentation is pretty good. We've got plastic bowl, plastic plate, actual silverware, but the meat is in this cardboard thing, and the drink is in styrofoam. So some good, some not as good, which I guess, you know, is better than all paper, right? Because barbecue is really a southern rustic sort of thing, you can get away with some things, you know, as long as if it's paper, it's still quality, which this is. Now the building, this place is called R&R, kind of like Reading Railroad. It's railroad based. I actually don't know what R&R stands for. Rail and road, maybe? I don't know, because it has an R in the middle of it, an and in the middle of it. They have a train running through the top, almost like it was if there was a Christmas tree, you know, only it's suspended. I really like that. I think that's a cool touch. They got these little, I mean, it's railway themed. And these little booths that are almost like they were in a rail car, which is nice. I like it. I was able to sit down and be waited on instead of having to go up to the counter, because you guys know that what I think about that. As common as it is, I'm still not a big fan. So that was good. I'm just, because of what the website says, and I'll show it to you, I was super excited and I was let down. Let me just read it to you here. All right. So one of the things that I do when I look this up on my own, because I didn't have time to, well, I guess I had time, I just didn't ask the internet, ask you guys what you thought. All right. It is not R&R BBQ. The website is rrbbq.net. All right, so here's the website, and I'll show it to you. Very first thing it says, all aboard for a true Eastern North Carolina style pork barbecue experience. Right, I'm in. So then the next thing that I do, of course, is I look for what it says about the sauce. So I putz around, and I usually end up going to the About Us, or in this case, it's called Our Story. And so I go down, and I'm looking for, okay, sauce. And then, second paragraph, but Bob and Rob share more than a name. They also share a love for vinegar-based barbecue. And I'm like, that's it. I'm in, right? So I came running down here. It's one exit up from my hotel. I guess the biggest disappointment, I guess, is that it set the expectation. Because it's not bad. It's just doesn't pay off for what it promised. And that's not good. The service, however, is very good. The girl was wonderful. She came up to me really fast. Got my drink, came back, got my food order. Yes, checked on me, brought me refills of my tea, answered my questions about the barbecue sauce, which you guys saw. Gave me the barbecue sauces that are not actually bottled up on the table. So none of it's her fault. And don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It just doesn't meet the expectations set by their website. And that's upsetting. But the atmosphere is nice. I like it. I like where it's located on the road. It's the very end of a road. I'm assuming there's got to be a train track around here somewhere, right? But being in North Carolina, I thought on the way up here to search for something, Piedmont barbecue in North Carolina, because that is the SEO that you're looking for. But I didn't. When I got to the hotel, I looked up to see what was nearby. Found this, got super excited, ran here. I didn't check reviews. I probably should have. Just had so much promise with that statement. Those two things right up front just really, really set an expectation that it just didn't follow through with. Disappointing.
You've disappointed me for the first time.
The girl's great. The place is great. The sauces are disappointing. The variety overall is not good until you ask them to go behind the counter, because on the table they have two, and one's just hot sauce, which I guess means they really have one. And then when you ask them if they have anything else, they bring out the combination one and then the mustard. So I guess the variety's not that great either. Disappointing.
That's somewhat disappointing.
All right, well, I'm going to finish it up and see if I have any more thoughts afterwards. And if not, we'll see you back in the hotel. All right, let's check out the overall scorecard for this place here. The atmosphere, I'm going to give a 4.5. I liked the theme. Restaurants that can kind of pick a theme and then stick with it, like in this case, railroad, that's always smart, I think. So when you look at this place in the railroad theme, you had the name, it must be near railroad tracks. I didn't get to see because it was dark outside by the time I left. But the interior had railroad themes with the train that went around the ceiling, and also the booths looked like they were in a dining car. So I'm going to give that higher marks. Presentation is going to get a 3. The sauce variety, however, is going to get a 1. They really only had one barbecue sauce, and that is the sweet sauce. The vinegar hot sauce, I am not calling a barbecue sauce. That is a hot sauce that happens to be vinegar based. And then, of course, the combination that she brought me of sweet sauce with hot sauce, anybody can do on the table on their own. They did, however, have a mustard-based sauce behind the counter. So they had one that was traditionally available and 2 if you asked for it. The sauce flavor is going to get a 1 as well, but I'll tell you, honestly, it didn't get a good shot. The website pumped up my expectations for the sauce so much that there was a huge emotional letdown when it ended up not being true. So that's going to affect their score here with this category. Now, the meat flavor is a little better with 3. The staff and customer service is going to go back up to 4.5. Really enjoyed my time there. But the overall score for this place is going to be a 2.5 pig score. If you've been here, let me know what your thoughts are. How would you have rated this?